Angeles, Hi.
Other action figures each sold separately. From
Record the purr.
Jenny, get the door. It must be Cousin Willie. Okay. Hi. What's up?
There we go. Something chill to watch. The following video is rated R and is intended for an adult audience. So if you're under 18, take a fucking hike, eh? As this video may contain adult themes and situations, strong language and opinions, good and bad advice, cannabis cultivation and consumption. So as long as you're a responsible adult, kick back, spark one up, and enjoy the show.
And works only.
Hi everybody. How's it going? You know what? I was gonna wear, for this shirt last time, I was gonna wear a sweater. And now that I've gone live, I realize I forgot. Oh well. Oh, gotta fix that dab score too. The dab score is from last night. There we go. Can I still say that I'm not responsible? Yeah, he was saying in chat there, remember that time that I forgot to hit record? Well, it was actually, I forgot to hit live. I forgot to hit start broadcasting. I had hit the broadcast button, but there's like a secondary thing, like you can start streaming, it'll start working, but then you have to hit the button to make it actually broadcast. And I fucking forgot to hit the button for, God, I think it was actually, I'm pretty sure that was my show. And I had done, a couple of dabs and talked for like 20 minutes and realized it wasn't working. Kind of funny. South Carolina. Welcome. I'm gonna have a dab. You got my shirt. You got one of these dab out shirts on you? Nice. Maybe not on you right now, but you have one? Nice.
It's dab time,
By the way,
motherfucking dab time. Time to take a fucking dab break.
Dab time. You can get these shirts on my merch site. These are one of my shirts right here. I designed this thing. So it says 710 and 420, and it's like a tap out. I tried to make it like a tap out shirt, but it's a dab. It's gonna be like, yeah, dabbed out shirts instead of tapped out. Turn that music down a little bit. I was getting a little tiny bit of feedback. Anyway, let's have a dab. Do I know where to get good lights during the Friday and Cyber Monday is the next one. But Mars Hydro has really good lights going on. Probably the best that I know of is Mars Hydro right now, as far as like discount, like how high of a discount they're going. Also, Grow Ace, the company that does my air cubes, is having a really crazy sale right now. So what's the deal with the Oreos being so small for so long in those air cubes? Photo periods? No, they are auto flowers. By the way, watching and growing in Central Illinois. Nice. No, it's partly, I think, that maybe the I gotta turn the music down a little bit. I feel like the music's high. There we go. I don't think the genetic is very stable. Number one. Number 2, I probably fucked it up. I probably overwatered it or something like that, or didn't give it proper nutrients. I'm new to growing in cocoa, and I actually got some really good feedback from the audience. I got a couple of emails even explaining some things, and I thank you. You know who you are. Thank you very much. I got some good information discussing how cocoa is inert and has nothing in it, and even if you, like I was saying, I was just watering it with plain water. They said, stop with the plain water. Give it some nutrients. That cocoa has nothing in it. When you're growing with soil, at least soil has some base nutrients in it to get it going and stuff like that. But when you're dealing with cocoa, it has nothing. It's empty. You have to give it some nutrients or it won't frickin' fry, right? So anyway, I mixed a batch of about 200 ppm nutrient mix. And I poured just a little bit in the cocoa medium around where the roots would be in the air cube systems. And I'm going to leave it for like 2 or 3 days here. Keep an eye on it, but I'm not going to water it again. And if I do water it again, I'm going to give it a little bit of just that nutrient mix directly, hand feeding. I've stopped this system from running. Yeah, Grow Ace is running a hell of a sale. They really are. They really are. It's one massive sale. It's almost half price on those baskets. It's a bunny. Is
Donut man.
Cinnamon bun.
Right.
Loves getting me with them kiss marks. You can move it out of the way even if you want. It's not needed or anything. Sorry about that. All right. Time. I love pouring the cream into the coffee. I think it looks really cool. Come on now. There we go. How it goes from like a near black to use a little more sugar, to be honest. It's all right though. I'd rather it be just a little bit undersweet than too sweet.
I am a sweet.
Yeah, you're a super sweet kind of gal. I ordered banana nerds from Crap King Seeds. Gross! Why would you do that? 43% THC. That's a fucking lie. I guarantee that's a lie. I guarantee I would put money down that if you grow that to the best of your ability, you're not going to breach 30%. You won't even go past 20-something. That is absolute bullshit. One of the largest strains I've ever seen in my life was high 30s, and that was under lab conditions. Crop King is a fucking bunch of scammers, a very scummy company, and they steal people's genetics. Fuck Crop King. That's what I gotta say about that. I mean, I hope the seeds that you ordered, that you paid your money for, are gonna be good, but in general, Crap King is crap. I used to be a representative for them. But they're a pretty bad company. I don't know what much else to say about that. I don't want to run circles on it, but I do not like or promote or suggest them in any shape or form. Dab time. Dab time. Dab, dab, dab. I got a new supplier now. have to get that from them anymore. Now, to be honest, they have a couple of strains that are really good, that are quite delicious. However, it's just the company I got a major problem with, not necessarily their beans. Oh. Yeah, she lipstick to my forehead. Crop King. What do you call it? Nerds? BANNA. Banana Kush. BANANA. Oh, you're right. BANANANANA. That one, right? Banana Pie, Banana Mac, Banana Acapulco. Man, they're fucking putting banana in everything. These guys are fucking crazy.
I'm not loving the banana.
I found the banana stuff to be really weird. Banana milk, banana mac, banana candy, banana runts, banana nerds. Yeah, 43%. I fucking would highly, highly doubt that. There's no fucking way. 1% CBD. What, 65 bucks? They're asking about $10 plus tax per seed, Canadian. Not a bad price. The price isn't terrible. Strawberry banana gelato.
Dude, yeah, I like strawberries.
So
I like banana.
So the thing that trips me out about the banana strains is they actually taste like fucking bananas. People, if you have not tried a good banana strain, you should try to find one. Real banana strains taste like fucking bananas. It's the weirdest ass thing. We got sent this live soil organic banana kush something in like one of those little fucking tin cans.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that was amazing. Like a little tin can with a pull top, like a cat food can or can of tuna or something like that. And
I feel like if we did that now, we'd have to capture them. Because that's usually
same kind of tin, yeah, same kind of food tin.
Because that usually means something different.
We smoked one joint of it, and it tasted like bananas and blew my mind. And I put all the rest of it into a bag. I turned around. I had the rosin press right in my office at that point. And in the new...
Here we
Yeah, by all means. Like I said, they do have some good strains. I just can pretty much guarantee that there's no fucking way that 43%. Come on. I call absolute bullshit on that. So some of the highest levels recorded are in the mid to low 30s. Like I said. Yeah, that's bullshit. 40%, I fucking say liar to you fucking marketing rep over at, yeah, I doubt it, man. I really doubt it. People would be, if there was a 43% strain that was testing at 43%, every fucking YouTuber on the planet would be talking about it right now. We'd all be freaking out. We'd be like, oh my God, they made cannabis heroin.
Nice.
What? again, it's not always about their seeds. Some of Crop King's seeds are fantastic. I just hate the company. The practices and the things that they do is not cool. I just, they ripped me off. They ripped off there's other YouTubers that they ripped off. Like, I just got fucking very little, if any, respect for them. You know, I can't do it. Also, I don't know if oh no, I didn't mention it last week because last week it wasn't a thing. We got a brand new service provider for our internet here. I am absolutely done with fighting with the old internet company. I have had them for about 5 years in this location. About 5 years we've had their service, and the last 2 years their service has just gone to trash. As many people have witnessed, my streams either lag, there's spikes in where it freezes for a second and then resumes, or one of the things that was happening a lot was the video was freezing, but the audio was going. People were like, "You're frozen, but I can still hear you." Anyway, after 2 years of fighting with them and 2 technicians, brand new wires from the fucking box on the telephone pole thing, brand new wires all the way into the house, drilled a new hole, everything. Still happening. So I said I'm done. I swapped to a new company, and this new company, I can't give you the exact numbers without looking at the frickin' thing, but I used to get something like it was a 25 megabyte upload cap. Now I've got about 1,000 megabyte upload cap. Think about that. 25 megabytes upload cap per month. And now I got 1,000. And the speeds on those are crazy. Way faster. And since knock on wood and everything, I haven't had a problem since we got it. It'll be like 1 week as of right now since we got the new internet, and so far I have not dropped once. Not
plans
once.
live.
Yes. Oh God. I want to grow these Oreos so fucking bad that I'm willing to take a mediocre grow. I'm willing to accept a mediocre grow. If they can still turn around and continue, is what'll happen is they'll only grow about this big or something and then go into flower instantly.
I want them to turn like that.
Yeah, they're gonna be I don't know if they'll have enough development time. I just don't know. But we'll find out. Oh, so that's another thing I wanted to bitch about a little bit. I wanted to vent on this. Now, I'm not trying to give Mephisto any fucking shit. I love Mephisto genetics. I've been growing their shit for 4 years now and loving it. Loving it. It's probably, I'm gonna have to say it's my favorite breeder. I don't have another breeder that I fanboy over like I do with Mephisto. However, the last couple of fucking runs I've gotten from Mephisto were new releases and unstable as all fucking shit, man. Very unstable. Now, I know that Mephisto has different, like, categories of the seeds that they do. There's artisanal. So artisanals are ones they're playing with still. They're still, like, not been perfected. They haven't had all of their stabilities worked out. They might have different phenos in there. They pretty much slapped that together. It worked, so they put a fucking price tag on it and sold them. And they're very limited supply, generally, the artisanal versions. They have, I forget what they call it, but they have like house standards that are nice and stable. They've had them for a while. They've bred them into some really good mother plants and got really good seeds based on those genetics. I'm talking about like their creme de la creme. I'm talking about their stompers. I'm talking about their grapes, the man bear pigs. They got about 10 genetics that are really fucking stable, and then they crossbreed those things together and get pretty stable genetics. They get some pretty good combos. But they've been dipping their toes into some new genetics lately. And the problem with these new genetics is they haven't spent 2 or 3 years breeding, phenohunting, and stabilizing a fucking strain. So they're releasing them as unstable artisanals, and it's a fucking roll of the dice, man. Sometimes you get shit that works good, sometimes you get shit that doesn't grow very well. And it's just because it's an unstable genetic, and they're aware of that, and they're selling them as sort of an unstable. So I'm not trying to Visto. So I'm not trying to give them any shit, because that's kind of they're being upfront about the fact that their genetics are works in progress, let's say. A lot of their genetics. Again, I can't remember what they call their stable stuff, but they have some very stable shit that they've had for a long time that is really good. You can always trust that. It's almost a guarantee you're going to get a really good fucking result. They're funny. I do that sometimes kind of for fun.
It stinks my eyes.
Boink. Boink. Anyway. Yeah, looking over there, I'm seeing an absolute straight line on the bitrate monitor. Looks like we've had a pretty good ones, man. I saw the first time going bad, and now again, yes. And again, it's the exact same strain, but I'm not trying to blame it 100% on this strain. I think, number one, the strain is finicky at best. I think it is a finicky strain. And I'm brand new to fucking cocoa, and there's a couple of things that I didn't really know about procedure when it comes to a few things. Mainly on the fact that it's completely inert, and you have to feed them with some nutrients and cow mags and stuff, because buffered or not, there's just no nutrients sitting there in the medium waiting for those things, kind of like how soil is. Like, soil has some base nutrients living in it, and organics and things breaking things down and creating, available nutrients for the plants. Whereas cocoa has none of that. It is literally like sand. You gotta think about it like you're growing in sand. There's nothing there. You have to add that stuff for it to. That's why people use a lot of synthetic stuff, because synthetic is like chemically designed to give you exactly what you need, and it's not dirty like organics. As much as I love organics is it leaves a lot of film. It's very filmy. It's got microparticles in it, because that's sort of part of the game. There's stuff in it, like little floaties, like microbiology and living things, and when you make tea and stuff, right? Like that stuff. I wouldn't want to put. I mean, I feel like I'd want to put tea in there, but I don't think I should put tea in there. I think I could do a little tea foliar spray on the plants. That's a way to get some tea into it without putting it into the water supply. Or I could do a very small drizzle of a top feeding by hand, a little drizzle of some tea to the medium. Just enough that it would stay in the medium, not enough that it would go back into the reservoir, but enough that it sort of like suspends in the medium and it sucks it up. So you can do stuff like that on a little bit, maybe in between feedings, so that you're not about to fill it up with water and then mix it all. But again, I try. I'm so new to this, I don't want to start experimenting yet. I want to just like kind of do the main steady as she goes way to grow with cocoa as a medium. And then once I've got that sort of dialed in, then I can start fucking with that recipe a little bit. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. The system was cleaned, absolutely. I mean, I didn't scrub with a bottle scrubber all of the lines, although half of the lines were brand new cuts that I bent in to fit because I changed the setup. So there's a couple of the cross beams that were reused from last time, and there was some floaties. When I first started flushing the system, there was a little bit of just leftovers that you could tell that was just a little bit of released particles and whatnot that were like maybe in the lines. But I flushed that pretty damn good, and I use hygrozyme, which is an enzyme that breaks down organics like that. So all of those particles straight up, I watched this happen. I haven't been using the reservoir, so the reservoir's just kind of been sitting there. As I said, and there's a little timer on a pump that turns on every half an hour for half an hour and then off for an hour. I forget how it's set. It's every other. Doesn't matter. Off and on it goes. I watched that water go from a little bit cloudy from microparticles to like pretty damn clear in a week. Just being circulated. Some sediment for sure, some settlement. You got to consider there's definitely some particles that have settled on the bottom and just relaxed there. But the fact that that pump is sucking off of on the bottom and pushing the water up, and it does this sort of a thing, would upset some of those particles. And I was watching it the other day. Before I've already changed the water since then, but I guess it was a week ago now. But I was watching the water churn, and I was like, that's really clear. I was about to change the water, and I was kind of not concerned, but tripped out at how clean the water looked regardless. And it had just been sitting for a while, and it was me sort of doing my setup cleans and stuff before I had any medium in there when I was just running the system for a bit after I cleaned it out. And I dumped all that water and have put new water in since. But again, I'm not feeding that water because I'm hand watering right now. It's weird though, like so this system, you got to hand water at the beginning for like the first almost month, 3 weeks at least. And then you should be able to turn the system on slow, like 1 water a day for like a week or two, and then as it starts getting up, you can tell. And once it gets into bud, you need like 3 waterings a day at least, maybe even 4 or more. I've seen internet things talking about flood and drain needing actually constant small feeds is better, to have it run for 10 or 15 minutes and then flush like every couple hours, so that it because again, the cocoa and stuff doesn't hold on to the nutrients for too long, so you got to kind of keep putting it back in there. Whatever, I don't know. Again, I'm new to the whole thing. It's interesting. Okay, I think it's time we take a little pause break here and take a look at the Discord pictures, the Discord people's grows. So let's go over and take a look at that. I think that's this button right here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so this is... We might have looked at this setup from last time. I'm not too sure. I'm going to show it off anyway. We'll start here. That's a pretty nice color. I like them purples, man. That's impressive, though. Those are 2 pretty small-looking lights, or 1 sort of board. And those don't look unhappy. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. Yeah, them colors are nice, man. That's what my outdoor looked like, remember? It was like the whole plant was yellow and had super dark purple buds.
Yeah.
And then the leaves had like that purpley yellow thing that were around the buds. That's a very fall time thing. That's pretty normal. By the way, if you want to get your pictures like this of your grows shown off on the stream like this, you just got to put them into, what's it called? It's called show featured pics in my on my Discord in the garden center. So if you want to just post pictures in there, I'll show them off on stream here eventually. Look at the red hairs on that one. Back in the old days, people would say that's ready to go now. I remember my dad was always telling me that. He says he judged without eye loops and stuff back in the day. People judge on like the condition of the red hairs or whatever. And just timing. They just sort of know. Hello, Dino Grow. 2x2 experiment date. Fuck, man, he's got a lot in a 2x2. Wow. I'm always
Turn your volume up.
turn my volume up. Are we too quiet? Turn. Okay, you gotta tell me what volume. I've got like a lot of volume controls here. iGrowzyme gives ultra white roots. Although a bit pricey. Yeah. It can be. Yeah, I'm always scared to put, oops, I want to bring that back up. I'm always scared to put this much stuff into a small tent. I'm really scared about things touching the walls. The microphone? Okay, here, I'll just move the mic. I can't really, the mic's pretty loud. We have the microphone in sort of a new spot. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. I can turn it up a little bit more, but how's that? That's about the best I can do. We have a single microphone sort of between us sitting in the middle of the desk here, so anyway, there we go. Anyway, I'm scared to put this much stuff in. I don't like it when my plants touch the walls like that. I've got mold. I lost half a fucking plant, half of a really beautiful plant, from it touching the walls. So this terrifies me. I mean, I know if you've got enough airflow that things are wiggling all over the place, if you got a bunch whooshing from underneath, it shouldn't be too big of a problem and whatnot, but this shit always scares me, man. There's some nice sort of macro shots. Here we go. That's frosty as fuck. What did he say that was? I don't think he did say what it was. Dang. There we go. There's some sexy shots. Here, I just realized I can do this. That's a nice shot. That's real cool. Let's back up to the top. Cool, man. Far out. Ooh, now this Ethos. Now this is something. This is a company I've been told by a few people that I should consider if I ever wanted to leave Mephisto or like just try something different. Ethos. Holy fuck, look at that fucking snowballs. Wow. That's crazy looking, right? Look at this leaf just coated. Wintertime. Dang. Jelly donuts from Humboldt. Again, looking pretty good. They're almost too close up. I almost want to like see the buds a bit more. Dang, look. That's pretty frosty looking. Bet that just stinks. Jaywin's got it going on. Look at this. One plant. Massive fucking sea of green training system. Why grow 20 plants? Why grow 4 plants when you just grow 1 and do this? Yeah, super cropping. This. Yep. This right here, folks, this right here is why I started following Mr. Jaywin in the first place. I found him on Instagram, and then he started following me on YouTube and such, and now he's been one of my best moderators, my longest time moderators on YouTube as well as Twitch. And just a general good guy. Sends me cool Christmas gifts and shit sometimes. Nice dude. He's got a channel. It's called Training with Jaywin. Jaywin, if you're here, buddy, slap up the frickin' you can slap the link there, and I'll restream it or whatever if you do. Actually, here, well, give me a fucking second. What am I doing? What am I talking for? I can just do it myself. Give me 1 second. I will do it. Because also, if I do it, training with yeah, there we go. Oh, what? I'm not subscribed with this channel. Is this the? I'm fucking sorry. I feel bad now. Okay, here. I'm posting it. This is Jaywin's channel. Go check him out. Go send him some love. You'll learn something, I guarantee. Yeah, the way he trains trips me out so much, man. That's why I started freaking talking to this dude at all. Mr. Jeep Mad, how you doing? How you doing? So is this the Blaze fella again? Here's that one tent with those little tiny lights. It seems to be fucking doing the job. I'm kind of impressed. Those are pretty small lights for how many plants and how much area is in there. Look at that. Woo! That's a nice chunk. Club. Hey, here's some good timing, Jeep Mad. Here you go. Here's some of yours, I believe. Pretty sure that's your skull. What do we got here? You guys got to post what it is. When you post all these pictures, say like, it's this, this, and this, or whatever, so I can ramble off with some. Look at that. Frosty. Good, man. Yeah, again, with those fucking yellow, beautiful fall leaves, man. That's how you know it's doing its thing, man. Yeah, smell that from here. I see fucking pipe cleaners in the corner here. Oh, you guys can't see it. Trust me, there's pipe cleaners in the corner. I approve. I love pipe cleaners. About to sprout some seeds. We got Sour Zindi F2. Weird looking leaf bottom things. You got some strange curl. I don't know if you've got bugs. Well, it might be too humid. You're in Australia, so it's probably a too humid issue. Orange Bud, and then Bubba Haze and Pineapple Marvel, Northern Lights, something across. Hiding it in the ferns. Nothing to see here. We are Japanese ferns. Nothing to see here. And that's the end of it, folks. Yep, there is no more today. So once again, in the show featured picks section under the garden picks in the gardening center on my Discord, just go slap up some pictures, tell me what it is, and I'll show it off and talk about it on next week's thing, provided we got enough to actually do a video. Sometimes there's only like 3 submissions in a week, and I don't bother showing off. I say, I'll show them next week. Or at least that's the excuse I tell myself when I get stoned. But it's tab time. Tab time. Father mucking. Tab time. We just finished watching. We just did the last couple episodes of Breaking Bad last night. We rewatched Breaking Bad again. She started watching it, and then I just kind of sat down and sucked into it. It's good. I couldn't remember the whole last season was a fucking blur to me. So I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it again. Did you guys know there's a Breaking Bad movie?
It's dab time, motherfucking
fucking
dab
movie?
time, dab time, dab
Company and
time.
Endgame
Time to take a
that?
fucking
Hold on.
dab break.
I didn't, but I seen it and I'm like, oh, I watched that.
Oh, this peanut butter breath is so fucking good, man. Oh my goodness, this is delicious.
That's the one that the church like just made my eyes sting so bad. When I let it out of my nose, I was just like, oh.
Ethos, In-House, Tiki Madman, Tornado, Elevate, Purple City, will all piss on Mephisto. I don't know about some of that. Big fat biddies. Why, thank you, sir. Over on Twitch. Did I bonk my head? No, it's a fucking ding dang kiss thing. Now I just got a big old Gorbachev splotch on my forehead. Now it's all like just pink.
Very strong.
Yeah, I know. I've now rubbed my forehead and I got a pink spot on my head. Okay. Hey, training with Jaywin, little puppy, won the thing there. So, what are you guys all smoking on here today? Do I have anything new? No, I had that one little piece of shatter, that green crack, and I just kind of threw it in there. I think we smoked it. Yeah, it was in the corner of this. It's gone now.
Like all of the ghosts.
There's a piece of shatter, like kind of right on the floor in that open area.
It's shiny and clear.
Okay, hold on. So I'm just gonna try to push some of the shit that's stuck on this wall up here. There's a bit of shatter actually stuck to the wall. So I'm gonna I heat up this thing here, and I'm gonna try to do this. Yeah, what are you guys all smoking on? There we go. See, I just cleaned the wall down. Now you can see a dark line up on the top there. That was all whatever was on the wall there. Will now be mine for the smoking. Well, technically the vaping. We say smoking. Understand the difference, though. We're not smoking anything anymore. I've pretty much stopped smoking pot. I vaporize pot. This is vaporizing what we're doing. You are exciting it to a level of combustion, of like, not combustion, but of vaporization, not combustion. Pardon me. That's what I meant to say. Again, cheers. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Halfway through that, I must have hit like a new chunk. It was like good. Woof. I hit something. I don't know if I hit like a diamond or what just happened there. Yeah, it was like normal. Poof. A big thing hit me all at once.
I think I see a little bit. I think you might have hit like that little diamond, not diamond, but like.
There might have been a chunk.
chunk.
Yeah, there might have been a chunk of chatter. There could have been some diamonds in there.
It looked flatter.
I think your container that you're using upstairs was the one that had the Alaskan Thunderfuck live resin in it. So when there was just a little bit in the corner, I think I just put a big blob on the other side and gave it to you and said, "Here, take this." Pretty sure.
Boom.
Oh, did you hit my dab?
No.
Okay.
I was reading.
Hey, look at him.
I do see
kicking
that.
your ass for a second here. I'm not trying to challenge you or nothing, because I know you'll win if you try, but...
No, I do see that little bit of like shatter flattened. I think you like hit that. And it was like, oh.
Yeah, I was just going along like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. Woof! This big like chunk hit me all at once, and I was just, oh, geez. There's no stopping it. That's actually one of the things I love about the dab blasters is, under most normal circumstances, you have really good self-control over how little or how big of a dab you want to take.
Yes,
if you take this,
someone that was like never dabbed before, and he's like,
my buddy
hey,
Johnny.
My
buddy Johnny he likes dabs, but he doesn't like my dabs. My dabs knock him off his socks. Even when I give him little dabs, he says that's too much. He wants little itty bitty dabs. He likes it, but he's a noob, right? He wants to do it his own thing. He loved these things because he could just go like this, boop, just touch it once and get a little blast, little tiny blast, just enough, and you hold that in. This little tiny cloud out so small, like this comes out. But that was good enough for him most of the time, right? And I like big dabs, and that's what I say. And you see me going in there, and I go tap, 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 squish, tap, tap, tap. You know. Hey, Ohio Times, coming in with a bunch of Shamrock love. Thank you very much. Woo. Anyway, one of the things I truly like about that is it's a very versatile dab tool. Once you get the hang of it, you can have pretty small and or big dabs. It's very good that way.
Matt says it was jelly donut.
Nice. The pick was right. Jelly donut. Donut is such a weird fucking ass word. You know what's a really fucked up word? Neighbor. That is a really fucking nahabur. That is a fucked up spelling word.
I was gonna say, I think of a horse.
Yeah, neighbor. It's fucking weird. That's a fucked up ass word. I hate that word. I remember I tried to spell neighbor once, and it was just like the internet had no idea what the fuck I was talking about.
Like,
it literally didn't. Their spell check had no clue what I was trying. It's good now. You can fuck it up royally now, and they're pretty good. They're a lot better these days. But that's good use of AI. Pardon me. That's about one of the few uses of AI that is pretty good. Anyway. Yeah. Fuck, I'm pretty wrecked. Woo. Yeah, I can't spell for shit, that's for sure. I'm a terrible speller. Awful. Just awful. Careful. Watch your arm, like.
No, I could feel it.
I was gonna say,
I could feel
you
it.
almost touched that with your. Ow! Yeah, it's funny because the idea was to set this all up differently, so that I would have a better depth of field perspective from my camera, and I could set things back further so that I could show the desk and stuff, and it still doesn't work. The reality is, I want the camera right in the middle of my big screen monitor. Can't really do that. Under is too low, and you'd be like looking up my nostrils the whole fucking time. Trust me, that's not a good... Trust me right now when I say this, if you're going to film yourself in any manner, do it from a very, very slight, like a 60-degree minimum angle on the upward scale. Never from below. Oh my God. Super unflattering view from below on pretty much everybody. You can have wide-angle shots starting from the knee and get full perspectives from like that kind of stuff. That's okay. That's different. But you don't tilt that shit up, ever. A little filming knowledge for you there. Don't tilt that shit up. Awful. It's one of the worst.
Question.
Fire away.
I don't smoke, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to grow CBD to try. What do you recommend with those leaves?
Well. Hey, welcome aboard. Actually, I got a fucking one for you. A company called High Alpine Genetics. I had to think about this for a second, but I got a fucking answer for you. High Alpine Genetics. The best pure CBD strain company I've ever fucking seen. They have some absolutely phenomenal flavors. I believe you're United States, so it'll be pretty easy for you to get them. High Alpine Genetics. Look into their Pink Panther. Ooh. And their grape apparently is really good. No angle can fix my hideous looks. No, but some are way more flattering than others. Trust me on that. You always want it on top of your monitor. Is what I'm getting at is you want it either in between on the higher side of your monitor, in between two monitors, peeking out, or you want it on the top of your monitor. But you got to be careful with peeking out. You got to have the right setup for that kind of shit. Yep, High Alpine Genetics. Tell them Cannabeard sent you. I don't know if that'll help. I don't know if that'll give you... I don't really have a discount with them or anything, but dropping my name would not hurt. Got a new couch, tired from moving everything. Ugh. Did you have to take your door off its hinges? We had to do that. We got a really good deal on a really, really nice fridge. Our fridge was falling apart and literally had duct taped up shelves.
That is gonna be a pain in the butt to move
the
again,
door,
also.
yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Well, whatever. When we move, we're gonna have to do that anyway because there's a couple of things that are too big that don't fit through that door. There was a couple of things. I think one of the dressers and something else. I had to move that before. This is not the first time we had to do that, but recently we had to. Thank you for the info. Thank you for the biddies. Woo. Yeah, we got this fridge, and I got it dropped off in my driveway, and then me and little tiny bunny here had to fucking wrestle that thing into the fucking front door, and we had to take the door off the hinges, so get a little hammer and a fucking flathead and knock the pins out of the door and pick the whole door up and put it aside and then wiggle and almost get my legs crushed and have a little fucking spaz out moment and almost die underneath the fridge. And then I got it in the house and just dripping sweat. Oh my God, I'm so not. And then like I'm sore for like days after that because like I got a fucked up shoulder and a fucked up arm nerve. And I'm not supposed to be lifting anything more than 20 pounds with my right arm. Yeah, right. 20 pounds is nothing. You get bags of fucking cat litter that weigh more than that. Fuck. That's why my left is getting stronger, though, because I do what I can with my left. Switching between Do-Si-Do, Skunk Hero, nice. Sour Diesel. We'll be adding some Colombian Gold. I thought about it like too late. I got a new badass chicken light to add to the fucking. I might just give him. It's so small. I'm probably just gonna give him a cubby.
Like the actual little chicken.
So it's a straight up what they call a Sarama. It's a Sarama rooster, to be specific, of a light. Saramas stand up with their chest up like this. They're fucking hilarious. They're like little roosters that stand like this. Heads are way back and their chests come out like this. And they walk around like, and they're like tiny. They look like penguins. They all like walk weird and stuff. We had a Sarama Frizzle mixture in the past.
Oh my God.
The little black and white thing that we had, named
I was
Pengu.
like, oh yeah, sure, it'll be maybe like about here, small.
It was our fault. We bought a bird from somebody that had already raised it in like a giant weird flock scenario with others, and it didn't mix very well with ours, and I think it just sort of felt segregated its whole life, and then it froze to death one day. It put itself into a nesting box. I was actually scared. I saw fucking Nugget sleeping in a nesting box a couple nights ago. I was a little bit concerned, but that's why when I checked on her and she had that weird food boob thing, and I was freaking out. So I didn't know this about chickens, but if they gorge and they eat a little too much, they get a bulge in the one side of their chest. Their muscles separate to allow their stomach thing, not their gallbladder, but their crop, I think it's called. Yeah, weird. Chickens are fucking bizarre. Their anatomy doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, taking a door off is like brutal. What a pain in the ass. Holy fuck, I'm not built for that shit anymore. Like, as much as I want to think I'm fucking, a capable human being, I can't do half the shit I used to be able to do. That shit fucks me right up now, really bad. It's a heavy, heavy, heavy strain on the old bod already. Bummer. Yeah, she had a food boob, and it freaked me out. I thought it was.
I seen the picture, and I was like, that looks like something I've seen.
One side, like, it was hard to get a picture of. It didn't really look correct, but she had like a big tit, kind of sticking out of one side of her chest, and I tried to get a good picture. It was not a good picture, but I explained it in the photo, and I posted it up on this chicken group that I'm a member of. And most people were laughing at me, saying I was being it was okay, but I was being an overprotective chicken dad, and not to worry, because that chicken likely, they're like, you either just fed those birds, or she just pigged out. She's eaten a lot. She's eaten too much, as a matter of fact, and they call it the food boob. If a chicken pigs out on something, quite often this bulge thing will stick out of the one side. Because their stomach is on one side. And that's where that gizzard, prop, whatever the fuck thing is. And it bulges out if it's too full. And I did just feed them. That's true. I had just fed them recently. And then, that's what I had done. I went and fed them. And then I was doing a bunch of stuff. And I was letting them run around. And I came back like an hour later. And she had this big tit thing. And I was like, oh my God. It's okay. She's fine. It was gone the next day. Like, that's what they did. They said, check on it the next day. They said, if you can check early before they get a chance to gorge on food, like when they wake up early in the morning or whatever. I wasn't up that early, but I checked. I let them all out for a few minutes, and she didn't have it bulged out anymore. It looked normal again. Yeah, it scared me. I thought she had a big tumor or something. I was like, no, not Nugget. Talking about Nugget, my big buff Orpington. That's the thing that looks like a turkey. It's a monster bird. She's a very, very large bird. Those buff Orpingtons. Buff is about their color, but I sort of like to think of it in my head as she's like little tiny Hulk bird. Yeah, she's a big, big chicken. Lavender Orpingtons can get pretty big too. I think I think buffs, regardless of the fact that it says buff and it refers to their color, it refers to that cream orange color that they are.
But I'd almost want like another.
Yeah, the Americana or Easter egger kind of somewhere in there. I don't know. It was sold to us as an Americana, which is supposedly, ours looks different than the pictures that the breeder has had. I don't know what to say. The breeders had Americanas and they were showing us these, and then I got this bird that looks different, but similar. It's got all the features are right. And then I found other photos of other birds, other types of Americanas that look just like her. So that's the one with the sideburns. She's got these big bitchin' sideburns and like a little beard. She's kind of awesome. Oh yeah, if I do this just right, I got this weird like dwarf thing. Be good for like if I was doing a fantasy role play thing, put a little elastic on each one of these things. Or just right in the middle, just an elastic on the middle and allow the chops to go out all weird like that. What do you think? Should I shave off the middle like this again? And just have the biggest chops ever? Can of chops? Big long ones like that. I was never scared of doing weird shit with my hair when I was a kid. I would shave double mohawks, checkers into my head, like just like little patches. I had like a checkerboard on my head once. Yeah, I fucking liked doing weird haircuts when I was a kid. Why not? Grows back.
Different ways of doing a whole bunch of different haircuts, but I don't think I ever wanted to go with like
It's funny, actually. I've talked about this before. I've said this a few times, but in an alternate, I feel like if there's like multiverses and you can kind of connect with like your other selves in some manner or something, like they talk in science fiction and movies and junk. I feel like there's an alternate version of me that is a fucking barber.
Okay.
I really, there's like, honestly, I was like, if I didn't fall into tattooing, I probably might have become a barber. I've cut a lot of people's hair in my day. I've cut my own hair for almost my entire life. I can probably count how many times I've paid to have my hair cut within both my hands since I left home at like 14 or 15 or whatever. When I left fucking... I think that was probably the last time I ever paid for haircuts.
It's hard with glasses to do haircuts on yourself at times.
Do I frost my hair? No, this is all natural old man gray. Yeah, this is just gray stripes. No frosting. This is 100% natural. I don't dye it or anything. I got these weird streaks of... I was joking because I got lip rings, right? And they're these two white streaks. I was saying that the metal touching them kills them and they go white or something. But I don't know why these things are happening the way they are. My old man had white hair. He looked like a wizard. So I'll be okay if I look kind of like him. He was a pretty handsome old fucker. He had good hair. Getting a little thin on the very top, though, right up here. It's not thin enough. I still got hair up here, but it's definitely not as abundant as some of the other spots. Go back in that crazy corner. Good. Still more here.
If it looked more clear and shiny.
Wow.
You hit it.
Hit that and then the wall a little bit.
You could see that happening. It was kind of funny where you're just like, good, good, good. No, that's a lot.
Yeah, I've never even considered dyeing my hair. I thought about it like for a split second, but every time I thought about it, I said, nah, I don't care. Number one, I'm not that vain. I thought about like dyeing my beard a little bit so that it was more consistent. And I said, fuck it, let it go. Gray looks kind of, peppered gray kind of looks good. I'm not exactly young, so I'm allowed to have whatever's happening. And it's happening somewhat symmetrically, at least, whatever's happening. It's under this side over here for sure, and it's under this side again, the same. The undergrowth is all grayed under here. I'm getting these stripes and shit. Whatever. Let it happen. I might dye the beard green or something. Like, I jokingly said for the 100,000 subscribers, I was going to dye my beard and mustache all green. Do my lower, this whole lower thing green. Maybe even this too. Wouldn't hurt. Just full on green. Do it all fucking green screen green. Although, and if I tried to do any green screen work, it would look really, really, really fucking weird. I have to get a blue screen or something to key out blue. Then my eyes would blur. I got green eye or blue eyes. Actually, if you don't have the green screen color key set correctly, it'll key blue out as well. Oh, shit. My coffee is almost cold. Kicking your ass in dabs today. Boink, boink. Okay, you don't gotta prove nothing. You kicked my ass for years on this show, so I can win once in a while. I mean, feel free if you want, but I'm just saying, don't feel pressured, that's for sure. Where you're comfortable. Know your limit. Dab within it. Sounds like a fucking bad PSA. But that's funny truth, though. That was like a motto, if you will, of the dab bar thing I worked at. It was called the Green Ceiling. I don't know why I frickin' try to diminish its name or anything, or like try not to say its name.
Ceiling.
Yeah, I know. The ceiling wasn't green. We always said that. We're like, dude, paint the fucking ceiling green. The place is called the Green Ceiling, but the ceiling is like drywall and wood. Paint the drywall green at least if you don't want to fuck with the wood. That way it's like, you know, greenish ceiling. You know, some of it's green. It drove me, yeah, I remember that kind of low-key kind of drove me a bit crazy, but I mean, there was lots of green paint. The walls were all like orange, and then the counters were all green and stuff. It should have called the green counter. Okay, I got one more dab, one more sip of fucking cold-ass coffee.
It's dab time, motherfucking dab time, time to take a fucking dab break.
Dab break. I want peanut butter. Peanut butter's going fast, man. I got a little bit more peanut butter, and I got something else I can mix with it to sort of, but the next batch wouldn't be a pure peanut butter. It'd be peanut butter /
Walter White or something. The one I got sitting in the garage. Probably what it's going to be. Got a burp. Excuse me. Hey, that's a talent. Look at that. I let a burp out and then the smoke. Is that talent or is that just gross? I'm sorry. Oh. My mustache started graying from the middle like yours. Yeah. It's just what gets the most light, and I think it's just sort of the outermost point. It's the outermost point of my lip. Like if you look at your lip in a 3D manner, it comes out like this, then it dips back in, and those two peaks out is what's graying. So most outwardly sections that are graying the most, and underly for this stuff, but in weird streaks starting coming in. I don't know. I think it looks cool. I'm embracing it. There's nothing else I can do. At least I'm not going bald yet. Woo. Although, whatever. I look good with a shaved head, too, so I don't care. If I do, I do. Oh. Okay, everybody.
I ever would have noticed certain things about like
Beard's a frigging lifestyle, man. It's a choice. You have to deal with the consequences of this forever. This isn't something that you can like half-ass unless you got like a little tiny. But if you actually get into like beard territory, it needs, you need to comb it. You gotta frickin' wash it in certain manners and certain ways, and not wash it. Let certain amounts of oils build up and stuff. Speaking of which, you use beard oils to keep your fucking skin tender and not too fucking dry underneath. Food gets you get a ton of food in the damn thing. There's certain types of food you just either can't eat or expect massive messes. Ice cream is one of them. It's terrible. Ice cream cones pretty much. I mean, I'm kind of lactose intolerant now, but yeah, she's got a picture of me just looking like a dog coming out of a slop bowl. I'm just covered in ice cream. Anyway. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you for hanging out here with me today. Woo! I will probably be on at some point later tonight for some 7 Days to Die zombie shit over on Twitch. So if you want to hang out more, I'll be over there at some point today. I usually play for quite a few hours when I play it, so chances are high if you check on a little later. Probably. Other than that, have a good one. YouTube folks, I'll see you guys sooner than later. I'm not too sure. Probably not till. Oh no, it's the end of the. I got to do my winter video. My winter video will be coming out today or tomorrow, but it's done. The contest is over. Thank you everybody that did frickin' join. It was awesome. By far the best turnout yet. I think it was the way I pitched it this time. Good job, everybody. Lots and lots of valid entries. Like, the numbers are huge. Like, for real, I'm impressed. This is by far leaps and bounds the biggest biggest amount of entries by me wording it the way I did and stuff was a good thing. Anyway, sooner than later, I'll have that video out. Have a good one till then.
Walking around down there. He's hopping. He stands on that little corner brick and he tries to hop. And look, we fucked him up. Look at this. Flex, man. I know how to fucking confuse these stupid zombies. Look, he can't do anything. Oh, black. Okay, this guy can puke at us. But this works. Look at this shit. Yeah. Okay, this game just got a whole lot cooler. Dude! Look at this! asshole in my house.